know that scholars build on the research of others and that as authors, they cite other research sources they have used. They do this in two places, within the text of their article, and then again at the end of the article in a reference list or bibliography. We also know that we are expected to cite our sources when writing a scholarly paper or article. As a writer, you'll put citations in your paper at points where credit needs to be given to the works of others. Citations provide enough information for the reader to identify exactly what part of each work is being used. These short in-text citations point the reader to the bibliography or reference list at the end of the paper, where each source is fully cited. When students do original research, they are members of a community of scholars around the world. This community depends on sharing ideas, research results, and research methods. Scholars want to share, and they need to get credit for their work. We call this attribution or acknowledgement, and we use citation practice to give credit. Scholarly research incorporates ideas from many sources, and consequently, all scholarly research builds on the works of others. Scholars use the process of citation to clearly reveal just how they are relying on other people's work. Proper documentation is the ethical way to use the work of others. It demonstrates the author's mastery of the relevant literature and highlights the author's own research contributions. In short, proper citation does three things. It allows readers to evaluate the evidence that an author is using to support their arguments in their paper. It shows related research and how that work is relevant. It identifies scholars who influenced an author's thinking and shows how an author's work is situated in existing bodies of research. And it gives credit to other scholars for their work and ideas. Failure to cite sources when necessary is called plagiarism, and it's considered a serious ethical breach. As new practitioners and new authors, students often have questions about proper ways to use the research of others and to avoid plagiarism. Some answers can be found at the university's Code of Academic Integrity, and you could always ask a librarian about proper citation practices. Citations are written in a strict format, a citation style. There are a lot of citation styles, but they usually share certain characteristics. First, they allow readers to quickly identify key information about a source, such as the author, title, publication date, and so on. And secondly, they indicate the specific parts of a text that are based on other works. We're most familiar with citations that are attached to quotes and paraphrases, but authors may also use images, graphs, or other types of information, and these should be cited as well. Common citation styles that are used by students are often best known by their abbreviations, such as MLA, APA, Chicago. Why are there different styles, and how should you use them? The style differences generally have to do with what kinds of things are important in different disciplines. In some styles, the date in a citation is emphasized, while in others it might be the author. Generally, for students, the professor will specify which style or styles are acceptable. Each of the major citation styles has a style manual that explains how to handle a wide range of different cases, such as websites or books with several authors. You can often find style guides online, but the online versions are not comprehensive, and you may need to turn to the printed style manual for tricky cases. In any paper, you shouldn't mix and match citation styles. Choose a citation style and stick with it throughout your paper. There are many ways to get help with citation. Whether you have to cite 5 sources or 50, you can always consult with a librarian. If you really want to save time, here's a tip. Check in with a librarian at the beginning of your research to figure out the best way to manage your citations efficiently. You can find librarians at the library reference desk, or you can contact us through chat or email to consult about your research and citation.